viewers, student of Dhaka and parents. This is your host, Omar Yasser Malik, CEO of Arona International. And we have a very special guest from Australia today. And he is Mr. Nishant Maro, CEO of Aston College Australia with us. We will have a very special discussion regarding exchange of collaboration for Aston College and many more interesting things. Before I pass my room to Mr. Nishant Maro, I would just like to say a few words about Aston College. Aston College takes the pride to be known as one of the pioneers in offering world-class vocational education. Aston College facilitates particularly flexible online classroom environment to students of all parts of walks of life. The more narration will be provided by Mr. Nishant Maro right now here with us, and we will pass our microphone and room to Mr. Nishant. Can you hear my voice, Mr. Nishant?
Yes, I can hear your voice.
How are you and how is Australia?
I'm doing good. Australia is also okay. There are some cases going on, but things are going back to normal a bit. The classes have not started yet, so mostly the online classes are going on. Students are not actually traveling this year, but it's always good for the students to start preparing now while they're still in Bangladesh, so that once they get to Australia, they will be in a much better position.
Lovely. So we are in the session now, and I have some questions to you to exchange. So my first question to you will be, please introduce Aston College as you are the CEO and great personality, and please elaborate your programs to the viewers here.
So Aston College was established a few years ago with the view to prepare the students overseas before they come to Australia to pursue their bachelor's degree. Now, I have been in this industry since 2016. I'm also a migration agent. I have helped many students to go overseas. Being an international student myself, I do understand what the challenges are for the students when they get to Australia. Now, there are quite a few challenges. For example, there is English, there is high living cost, and there's tuition fees. Students are not well prepared for the education qualification, the standards of, the work standards that they need while they go and work there in Australia. Keeping those things in mind, we brought this program. We started this college with a program which is the university preparatory programs that we offer. Currently, we are offering one program, which is Diploma of Business, and we have articulation arrangements with several universities in Australia. So students can actually finish Diploma of Business in Bangladesh. They can also do IELTS preparation while they are doing diploma, and also prepare their visa documentation. So the program goes for 9 months, and then after that, they go to Australia straight into second year of bachelor's.
Okay, in that case, I have just a question. This diploma will be conducted in Bangladesh through online? What is the arrangement?
Usually what we do is we have a local trainer, and then we have trainers in Australia who will be assisting and guiding the local trainers. The local trainers are basically to facilitate and help the students during the course. But most of the courses is run online. So it's kind of a blended method of teaching, where we have online material, we have Australian trainers, as well as we have local tutors to help the student through with the course.
So in that case, the local trainer for Bangladesh, are they from any institution or a private body? How you procure the whole procedure of the offline method?
So what we do is for the local help, we find a local trainer who has got the right qualification and some work experience in the practical world, so that they can guide the students through. However, we have qualified trainers back in Australia who will be helping the local trainers, as well as doing online classes with the students.
Please state the information of Aston College to the viewers and students here. What is the college scenario on campus, and what is the arrangement for the DBA, how many students they are performing internationally from Asian counterpart, what are the blended subjects that is involved for the DBA. If you speak on and share those message, and which class of Bangladeshi student will be eligible? Will it be from English medium or from Bengali medium or from mixed medium, like from the Arabic medium? How you evaluate? If you share those as a CEO, as the chief, that would be more helpful for the viewers. And what would be the, I have asked many questions. What would be the visa procedure and arrangement that they will get visa? What is necessary for them to get more preparation for the embassies? Those are the things. I will repeat the question again.
Sure. Let me start with the number of students that we have. Our program is quite unique, right? There are quite a few students who are interested because they save a lot of money. For example, 1 year tuition fees in Australia is roughly around $25,000 for a university, and there is $20,000 is the living cost. Total comes to $45,000 expense per year. The course is for 3 years, right?
USD or Australian?
Australian dollars. Australian dollars. So it's 45,000 Australian dollars is the cost for 1 year studies of bachelor's degree in Australia. Now we are offering this diploma of business program for $5,000 in Bangladesh itself, which also includes IELTS training, right? Now they are living at their home, so they are not actually spending any money for the living cost, and they are only paying $5,000. So at the end, they are actually saving $40,000 towards their total education in Australia. Now, this program is for 9 months. In 9 months, 5 days a week, they are studying diploma, as well as they are studying English, IELTS. So by the time they finish their course, usually their IELTS score reaches around 6.5 easily, right? Most of the students of ours who have done this course and have gone to universities in Australia, they have scored above 6.5 in IELTS, right? So that is the major benefit of doing this course. Secondly, we also give soft skills training. We train the students how to perform while they are working in Australia. Students after year 12, they do not have any qualification. They don't have any work experience, right? So with our program, they already have a diploma course and Australian qualification even before they land in Australia, which means they have some sort of vocational training to perform in any business at a lower level, administrative level. Now, this program includes some subjects in accounting, a little bit of finance, then there's marketing, then there's business communication skills, business documentations, and business systems and process. It gives them a basic knowledge of how to, a practical knowledge of how things work in Australia. And these programs also have assessments, practical assessments. So they are actually, it's not just theoretical knowledge. They're actually doing a lot of project works. They're already doing assignments. So they learn a lot of things while doing this program. Now, so one of the benefit is cost. The other benefit is the skills that they gain. Thirdly, a lot of people after year 12, so our education system in the Indian subcontinent is way different than what we have in Australia.
Right.
So students, when they go directly after year 12, they struggle with a lot of things. They struggle how to write assignments. They struggle with reports. They struggle with plagiarism. Plagiarism is a very big offense in Australia. While in these countries, in the subcontinent area, most of the students haven't even heard about plagiarism.
Do you use any software to check the plagiarism?
Correct. There is a software to check the plagiarism. So we teach the students to make sure that they do not plagiarize, and how to write reports, etc. So their performance in the class improves automatically, right? They are not struggling to pass the subjects. They're performing well in their subjects. And at the end, after 2 years, they are actually better off with a lot of other students who have gone directly to Australia for their bachelor's degree, right? Now, I've seen students from my experience in the past, I've seen students who have failed a couple of subjects or few subjects. Now, what happens is every subject costs around $2,500. Students have to work there. That is, we all know that we all have to work while as a student in Australia to cover our living costs and all. Now, when people start working, we are allowed to work 20 hours a week. But people who are working in restaurants and cleaning industries and so forth, they're not making that much money, correct? Which means that they start working more hours. They start working illegally to pay off their fees, to pay off their living expense. Now, if they're working more than 20 hours a week, they're not attending classes, which means they keep failing. And every time they fail, they have to pay around $3,000 to $4,000 to the university to repeat that subject. So what is the point? They are better off to pass the subjects and then just pay the normal fees and finish their course in 2 years. Now, after doing this 9 months course, they will be preparing all their visa documentation during this period. We will be guiding students right from the start. We will be getting an offer letter, a provisional offer letter, conditional offer letter from one of the universities that they want to apply to. They can start preparing their financial documents, the income tax returns, and one of the subjects in this course is about their professional development and their future plan, which becomes part of the GTE.
That's absolutely open as well.
Correct. So they are writing their SOPs at least 20, 30 times. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly what they have to say to immigration, if they are being interviewed. So they know what they want, about their future, what course they are doing, why they are doing this course. And having said that, if they have already done an Australian qualification in Bangladesh, now they are going to do another bachelor's degree following through their diploma program, right? It makes sense. You have done an Australian qualification, you have liked it, now you're going to do another qualification in Australia, higher degree. So in GTE, it actually makes sense to the immigration, right?
Okay, I have a question here. I have a question in between in regards to your conversation. Aston College, when they are extending, when you are extending the 9-month DBA program, and after completion for a student, this degree that you are awarding to the student, this is recognized by the Australian Education Board because it is online blended. Please share this information specifically to the viewers and the parents here so that they can rethink about the recognition, which is a very trivial matters for the Asian counterpart. Please state that.
Aston College, Aston College is registered by ASQA, which is the Australian Skill Qualification Authority. That authority gives registration to any college in Australia. So whatever course is offered by Aston College is 100% recognized in Australia and by the universities across Australia. Right. So the Diploma of Business is an Australian qualification offered with all government approvals. So there won't be any issue.
Lovely arrangement and very authentic. And so far, I noted from your all related information that Aston College and you actually work as a pathway for the high school graduate here to promote them, to place them to the undergrad and further program for Australian
Correct.
education particularly. So this will be
Correct.
a very good way for Bangladesh and SAARC country students. They can use this degree as a pathway and exchange, and very smoothly they can get admission to the undergrad destiny, whatever the walks of life they think about, and they can go forward, right?
Correct. So after finishing this diploma, they get up to 8 subjects, RPLs, or credits towards 8 subjects in bachelor's degree in Australia, which means they're only studying 2 years in Australia to complete their bachelor's. After 2 years, they apply for their work visa, the 485 visa, and then if they meet all the requirements, they can apply for PR as well.
So which means first, if they get registered with Aston College and having the diploma, then after 9 months for preparation of the visa, and after obtaining visa, they fly to the undergrad program for joining there through the assistance of Aston College, and later part,
Correct.
staying 2 years they can also apply for work visa and PR and can secure their life.
Correct. Absolutely.
So there are many ways and cooperation that can be assisted by the college. And for a student career, you see, in Bangladesh, the first priority of the student is to fly to Australia, Canada, and Europe. That is the first intending student. They have the mindset. So if Aston College can come forward with Arona International, and if we can promote and we can highlight the actual matter to the mass student of Bangladesh, this will be a very splendid moment for Bangladesh to take the opportunity and go forward.
Right. Yep. Yes, absolutely. We always work with good people back in their own countries. You can be Arona International will become the face of Aston College back there in Dhaka and any other locations that you're operating in. We provide all sort of supports to our partners in terms of academic as well as with the university placements and admission process, as well as for obtaining the student visas.
About the remittance and to wear out the tuition fee for the DBA, do you provide remittance letter to the central bank of the Bangladesh, or because it is a prerequisite, the country is a foreign currency regulated country? So what would be the arrangement with the admission letter and enrollment letter that you offer to the student? Can you share the message here?
So usually once the student apply, let me just speak about the academic requirements first. We are looking, people can from any board can apply, whether it is Bangladeshi board or for English board, any board can apply. We are looking for at least around 60% marks in year 12, after which they do not need to have IELTS while they're studying diploma. However, we will do an online test, English test, to check their current, the level of English. We need at least 5.5 English level equivalent to 5.5 IELTS. If they are not able to reach 5.5, they study English for a couple of weeks or maybe a month, and then they start the program. The good thing is we have a start date every 9 weeks. So students can start as soon as they get to the level, they can start studying this program straight away, right? Yeah, so that will be the academic requirement. What was your other question? Sorry.
I asked about the tuition fees to send back from Bangladesh to your esteemed college. You see, Bangladesh is a foreign currency regulated country. So the student would need a letter from the college for the remittance purpose so that they can get the student account open from private bank and then they can remit the money. So what would be the arrangement if you share that? That would be good for a Bangladeshi student. So that they can approach the bank and open the student account and then they can fill it. So what would be the arrangement?
So once the student apply, we provide them with an offer letter and they can accept the offer. The offer letter will have all the bank details and the tuition fees breakup. We do not take complete tuition fees in advance. We take it in 3 installments at the time of starting the class for the first semester, and then in the second semester, and then finally in the third semester. So student can pay in 3 installments. So it's not much of a burden to the parents as well. The bank details and all with the SWIFT code, it's all mentioned on the offer letter. Students can take it to the bank and do the process from there.
I have a question very specific to you regarding this financial aspect. In Bangladesh, the central bank rules to the international student, this is mandatory that if any institute offers DBA, that has to be connected with the undergrad. Otherwise, they won't be able to send the remittance from back origin country here. So from your college, it has to be mentioned DBA connected with undergrad program. This has to be there. Otherwise, the bank will not allow to remit the fund. This arrangement has to be ensured. it is not necessary that you have to mention which college, but the DBA with undergrad program, that word has to be there. Otherwise, the bank will not pass.
So our Aston College offers only DBA program. The bachelors are being offered for example, Southern Cross University, Oxford College. So these are the colleges which are offering bachelor's program, and we have articulation arrangement with these colleges. We can organize for a combined offer letter where the DBA is done in Bangladesh and then they go to Australia for their bachelor's degree. That we provide. We can also provide a letter from these universities that they have articulation arrangement with Aston College. So, for example, it is like an online course.
This coverage is necessary for the intending students to have smoothly remittance, because I am dealing the other countries as well, and I face situation with the bank where they have been told, and they showed me the circular from the central bank as well, because Bangladeshi government, they allowed all the students from undergrad only if the 12 years or the DBA is associated or have a combined course. It can be any college or university of the same origin. That's not a problem. So I just shared the information with you, and the viewers also heard about your combined arrangement would not be a problem. What would be your arrangement for the Bangladesh student, particularly for supporting the visa document and interview? Because the setbacks here for the applicant is the interview they face with the Australian counterpart. That's a very difficult one, right. And most of them they fails there actually. So what would be your supporting collaboration?
So the students have 9 months with us while they are doing the diploma program. We have 9 months for students to prepare for the interview. One particular subject is completely based on their students, let's say SOP. So if one subject which goes on for 9 weeks, if one subject is just related to that particular subject matter, then definitely the students will be able to pass the interview. We will be guiding them right through the 9 months that they are with us, and we make sure that they are 100% ready for any sort of interview.
Lovely. And another question I wanted to ask you, that in case of failure for visa or any force majeure situation, what would be the Aston College arrangement and commitment to the student? How you maintain that? And could you please share the information?
Based on our experience, if the students' academic requirements, academic performance in year 12 is good, if their English is good, above 6 in each, all their financial documents are proper, and if they've gone through their interview properly, based on our training, it is 95% chance that they will get the visa. The chance of getting the visa would be very, very high. I cannot say 100% because no one can guarantee that. However, I can definitely say it is very high chance for them to get the visa. Now, if they have finished their course and they do end up getting a visa refusal, we can offer them 50% cash return. We can return 50% of the tuition fees, and they will also get their diploma certificate, which they can use anywhere else.
Lovely, excellent. That is also quite justifiable and fair. Another question, the last part, because we have only 5 minutes time, and after that you can convey a message for Bangladesh and for Arona International. The last question to me, in accordance, we have covered majority of the point. The software, any specific software you use for online education? Is it Moodle, Blackboard, or anything that could you please share with the viewers here?
It is it is on Google Docs. We share with Google Drives. We have got PDFs. There are some open platform LMS systems. So it's very easy to use. All people need is an internet, a laptop, or a tablet, and a browser. That's about it. So it's very easy and technical.
They can continue in accordance using the Google Doc that access and the classrooms there. Lovely. So those are all the things. And what is your mindset about Bangladesh? What is your expectation? What type of student to look forward from the English medium, Bengali medium? What is your message?
So the English medium students will have will have very easy, to follow the program, and they can go through very easily. For the students with Bangladeshi board, we would advise them to improve their English, and then especially with this reading, writing, and speaking part, because there's a lot of presentation and all that they have to do. So English is very, very important from whatever background one comes from. I have noticed there are a lot of students in Bangladesh that are found to have very, very good English as well, especially people who come from the English school, medium schools. There are some students from the Bangladeshi board that they do struggle with English, but we can definitely help them to improve their performance. We have 9 months to get their English correct, and we can assure that they can reach at least 6 in the IELTS score.
The last question, not the least, when is the intake upcoming? Or is in a year, how many intakes are there?
We have an intake every 2 months. We had our last intake in June? So we will be having another intake very soon. Probably in another couple of weeks, we'll have another intake. Our method of teaching is very flexible. So we do have very, fast intakes, and students can join from any semester.
Fine. So that is also flexible. And since education is blended, online and off campus as well, on-site tutor can be provided by your STEAM institute. So there are good scopes to have access of Aston College in Bangladesh, and the student will definitely get good coverage as they think. Mostly the international intending student of Bangladesh, they are planning to fly to Australia. So this would be a gateway for Bangladeshi student to join Aston College, and then can enroute their education further to continue in progress. So what would be your conveying message for Bangladesh? Because we are short of time, and in 3 minutes we're gonna conclude the session with the spirit of having more session with you and seminars. Next time we'll arrange online student as well, so that you can speak and see their mind as well. All right. So please convey your message.
So I would like the students to say that your first responsibility is your education. Everything else is the next step. When you go to Australia, don't focus only on working and earning money, because that will happen after 2 years. Your first priority should be get your education done in the best possible way, so you can get your work visa, and you can get you can get jobs in your relevant profile or relevant subject area, so that within the next 4 years, it is possible that in 4 years in Australia, 4 to 5 years in Australia, you can get Australian permanent residency, and that should be your first goal. After this 3-4 years of struggle or working hard, I can guarantee you will have a very, very successful life in Australia. And I would like to thank Arona International for having me. You're quite known in the market for your ethical work and for your help to the students, and we are very glad to work with you guys. Thank you so much for that opportunity.
Thank you so much, Honorable CEO, Mr. Nishant, for a beautiful, extensive message to the Bangladesh student and viewers here. And we believe that we'll work hand in hand and support you from Bangladesh. And for the viewers and students of Bangladesh, this will be a splendid moment for all of you that you take part having DBA from Aston College. And if you need any information, Arona International will help you out and give you all information about Aston College and coordinate you in accordance. Thank you once again for everything, Mr. Nishant, and we'll be looking forward further with you as well in the upcoming. Take care.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.